The Mike and Tony Show is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
This is Luke Sisnuff. This pro strongman Stan Carradine.
Hi, this is Dave Freshman.
This is Daylina Tennant.
Hey guys, this is Mark the Couch Guy.
Yeah, you fuck with your boy Antoine Shacks, Puff Puff Beer representing.
Thanks for listening to The Mike and Tony Show.
It's episode 193. Pierce, this is our last episode before I vacate to the Philippines.
For you who are extradited to the Philippines.
Back to the Philippines. Yeah. I'll do it from a cell if I have to.
And
show must go on.
And you had like training. You had training for the Philippines in the last couple of days.
Oh my God, bro. You have no idea. It's been awful. Girls, it's been awful, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you guys walk through it the way you do, by the way? You just chill in your room and hang out.
My room's hotter than downstairs, though.
And look at the clothes, the choices.
Yeah.
I barely had a shirt on the last 4 days. Like, it's so hot. It's been so hot. So
Tony's like, I've changed my shirt 3 times today.
That's literally true.
Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, because I take for the listeners, our AC, it's been an ongoing thing. It was installed 6 years ago. Last year started having problems. Paid a whole bunch of money to get it fixed. Still broken. People have been coming out. Still broken. But it's actually been running. The last time a guy came, he shut it down.
Yeah.
So we've been without AC since then. And honestly, my sleep scores, Pierce, all in the 40s.
Oh.
I'm not joking. People think I'm joking. Now there's scientific proof. I don't sleep when it's cold. Yeah. I can't sleep. Anyway.
When it's hot. You mean.
It's episode 193. Yeah, when it's hot.
Yeah.
I have to have a cold.
Yeah.
Science behind that, by the way.
Yeah.
Episode 193. I'm about to go to the Philippines. We had Callie on, and so I thought we're kind of sandwiching the Father's Day weekend. Yeah. So we might as well have my daughters on too. We moved it twice. They were totally down both times. But my daughters, Jillian and Jessie, are here tonight. I thought about introducing you guys as Billy and Chuck. I have shared the nicknames on the podcast
Both of their faces go.
Yeah. They're fine at home, but not on the podcast. Okay. Well, why don't you girls tell us a little bit about yourself? What's it like being a dollar? What has it been like growing up in this house? Like, be honest. We talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Right, Pierce?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
You go first. You're older.
Within 3 minutes.
The oldest has to go first.
I say that and then cut me, like, shut her mic off immediately. Oh, this is going to be great.
No, I don't know what to say.
What is it like living in the dollar household?
I was thinking about it the other day, how my dad used to put me on timeouts, like every 3 minutes.
Every 3 minutes.
Yeah, for like 5 to 10 minutes. And then we would be all 3 in seats, like on the lines against the wall. And me and Jaden would actually do our time, but Jessie had like a Barbie doll in her shirt. And then she would pull it out. And then me and Jaden would look at her like, bro, what? That's not fair. And my parents never said anything to her, and they knew she had the dolls.
What do you think of the timeouts? Do you think that was a good move as a parent when you're going to be a parent? Are you going to think about doing timeouts?
I'm doing timeouts if I ever have kids.
Really?
But I'm not having kids.
Those kids are getting whoopings.
They get whoopings?
Whoopings.
Oh, that too, though.
So whoopings, and you're saying you're not going to have kids. No
I'm not
kids.
having kids.
I want 2.
2 boys.
Okay. Oh, and what kind of thing would warrant a whooping?
Yeah. What's a whooping?
Sneaking out.
Any age? Like 4 years old, 2 years old?
Yeah.
They sneak out and it's over?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they should know not to leave the house.
You outside and I'm at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Chuck, you said that Jessie, you said that you didn't want kids. We've talked about this before. Why don't you want kids?
I don't know.
You're lame.
Because I already watch kids.
She's kidding out.
Both of these girls do a ton of babysitting.
That's why I want kids, though, because I watch them all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. You've got a knack for it.
Well, I guess there's a couple of schools of thoughts, right? There's people who come from big families. They want to continue on with big families, right? You guys have a gigantic family. And there's school of thought where I was like, nah, I came from a big family, dude. I just want to keep it chill. Like,
yeah.
and that's both of them. Jillian and Jessie are like, nah, dog.
Yeah, absolutely. They want to keep it chill. Is that part of the reason why?
What?
Why you only want to have 2 and why you don't want to have kids at all? It's too many. too much going on here all the
No,
time?
I just want
that
two because having two siblings is hard.
Yeah, but
Yeah. You know what? The household has changed so much since you guys were young, though.
Yeah.
Because for one, we always lived with other people. There was always somebody else with us. And you guys were always much louder and more rambunctious. And in recent years, it's like a ghost town sometimes around here. I'm down here playing my new video game, my Switch that I got for Father's Day. Thank you guys very much. But I'm down there doing that, and it's just the house is just totally quiet. So
Your dad's all downstairs. Just gonna play by myself then.
yeah, literally, that is me.
He does say stuff like that sometimes. He does say stuff
Does
like
anybody
that.
wanna?
I absolutely.
I'm
Get
just
in on
down
this?
here playing the guitar.
oh my
Anybody wants to come down here?
Yeah.
Oh, Tony's all lonely down here.
That's also what I say, like when I walk in the door, though, too. Like
We'll
when
yell
I get
down.
off of work
Yeah.
and the door's unlocked. Like, hey, everybody, just a
I'm
murder
here to murder you.
Just here to kill everybody. Because thanks for the easy access. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys want quiet households when you get older, changed up a little.
No.
No.
Oh,
Well,
Well, when they're kids, they can be
I
loud.
didn't-
I don't care.
I don't want to live alone.
I feel
Yeah.
like
I don't
it's.
Well, you've told me you don't ever want to move
live
out.
alone.
I feel like it's scary if you have like young kids and then the house is just real quiet. Like, what are they doing?
absolutely. Yeah, that's a good instinct. See, she has a good
So
instinct. for it.
Jaden and Jesse are just gonna live with you forever.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Jay. What do you think? Do you think Jaden? I don't think he'd want to live.
He'll-
with
He's
us forever.
already-
He doesn't
probably
want to.
already wants to move out.
But I don't know if he'll survive
outside.
without you guys.
Here it is, live on the podcast,
Issa can
etched
keep
into
him on a
memories.
leash.
Huh?
Issa can keep it on a leash.
Issa
Well,
can keep on.
this
So
summer-
Issa is
this-
Jaden's girl,
Yeah.
who we are all very happy with. She's one of the few people who can wrangle Jay in a little bit.
Yeah, nobody can do that.
Yeah.
I can.
No, you can't.
What's it been like growing up with Jay? From the time you were little, what were things like when you were little? What are they like now? Because Jay is much like Couch Guy. He hasn't been on the show as much. He's been on a couple times.
Fights.
Yeah.
But in real life, he's very much like Couch Guy.
He's
He's
very-
kind of crazy.
Bossy.
Annoying.
He's very bossy and annoying.
He's the oldest.
Well, no, when we were younger, me and Jesse would want to play like ballerina and stuff like that, all those girly games.
We'd play sharks.
And Jaden was like, "Let's play sharks." And we're like,
They both said it.
"Yeah." They're like, "What is?" We'll be like, "What is that?" And he'll be like, "Oh, well, you're on the bed and I'm the shark, and
And I'm
I have
gonna
to try and pull you off the bed."
by our toes.
Like, I don't want to play.
No, and one time he pulled me off so hard, and I like banged my head on the floor, and my mom came. Like, I started crying, and my mom was like, "What was that?" And Jaden was like, "Shh, I promise, I'll do anything you want. Don't tell mama." And I was
That's
like,
every sibling, dude. That's every sibling that does that.
I know.
yeah, he was holding my mouth like this.
Yeah, that's every sibling because I've done that before with my brother. Like, you know, he got like hit on the head and it's like, shh, 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 stop. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Don't cry.
Yeah. Don't cry. Why are you crying, bro? No, you're tough, man.
Oh my God.
cry, please.
It's funny. We've been doing this for 193 episodes now. And it's the first time we really started having any family members on because we
Yeah.
had Callie on. That was so interesting, by the way.
Yeah.
I feel like the Callie's was more, it was like listening to a podcast with Tyson.
Those
What's his name?
sci-fi?
The physics guy.
Yeah.
Me and Jesse
Well-
watched the whole thing.
Yeah, they did.
And like paranormal stuff, like a paranormal podcast.
She,
That
you
was
know what?
great.
She really caught me off guard with how much ghost stories and like
How much she knows.
she has
yeah.
she has an EMF
yeah.
reader.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Were you girls ever? You never really went through a ghost phase. Mm-mm. Are you scared of ghosts?
Yes.
You believe in ghosts though.
Yes.
Jill, you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I'm not scared of them.
What do you think ghosts are?
Souls?
Spirits.
Souls and spirits.
So do you think everybody sitting in this room could potentially be a ghost one day?
Yeah,
There's probably ghosts in this room with us.
bro.
It's just-
Don't you think though that it has to be like in an old building?
Yeah.
Or like a place where like people have
100%.
lived for a long
Or
time?
a place where somebody died. Nobody died here.
Right. Right.
that you know of.
I mean, a dog died here
There are and a turtle.
and a turtle.
Oh well, what if
Jessica's
I was gonna
probably
say what if
sitting
she's
right
right here?
Yeah. I actually have like a ceramic turtle. I was like, for a second, I was like, where did it go?
What?
What?
Walk away.
What's happening?
Or they say things like attach themselves to things, right? So if you go like an antique store and you buy something for antique,
You bring it home.
No,
with
the
you.
scariest thing I've experienced is like, you know, when you're in your room at night and then there's just like a little glisten of light from your window.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
look in my closet and my clothes look like a person just standing there. Like, that's the scariest thing I've ever experienced.
you know what's
coming
funny
for
too,
you.
though, when you're in that position, like even when I was a kid, right? You were like this, stay still.
Yeah.
They can't see me.
You
I
shared
just
that with
stay
me
fucking
that's what you
still.
did. You like froze and got under the blankets.
Oh, tell
Yeah.
about that when you scared me. Remember? You hid in my closet when I went to the bathroom.
Oh, and now you're sharing that you have this deep phobia of somebody standing in your closet, which
'Cause
is
it's
what
'cause
I
of
was
you?
doing.
No.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm just saying, like, that happens too much because my window's like right here and my closet's like right here. And then there's light coming through my curtain and just like 2 dots right there from my hangers. And they're just standing there like.
Whoa. It's almost creepier that they're just standing there.
But I just pick up my phone and turn on my light. Because Jaden installed that light in my room where I can use my phone and turn it on and off.
Oh, yeah.
And if I turn it on, I'm like, oh, it's just my closet.
Oh, you're gonna shit yourself one day if like somebody's gonna be standing there for real.
That's what happened.
You're gonna be like this. You're just gonna be like, oh, it's just the hanger. Click. Oh God.
She's like, that's what happened. And
No,
did
I
shit
turned
myself,
on my light and my dad was right there. But
I couldn't believe how long she didn't notice me for, bro.
it's
It's
because
turning into a statue over there.
Is I went to the bathroom and my dad came upstairs like right as I left my room and he saw me. So when I was in the bathroom, he went in my room and went in my closet, but all my lights were off. And then as soon as I got in my room, some guy that never ever texts me, my coworker, he'll never ever text me. He texted me, and I was on the phone, and I was like, "Why did he text me?" And I was like talking,
Yeah, said it out loud.
yeah. And I said it out loud. I was like, "Why did Omar text me?"
And for a millisecond, I was like, is she on the phone with Diego? Or like, what's going on?
And then
Maybe they abort.
and then what did you do?
Did you move something?
I turned my
Flashlight.
flashlight on my phone under my face and like lit my face up like underneath.
But I was like, I still didn't notice anything. And then I heard like the slightest, you know, you can sense somebody's there.
Yeah.
I like went like this and I just saw my dad's eye. And I started yelling, but I didn't do anything. I said, oh, hell no. Like I was,
She literally, your reation to this day confuses me. She like pulled the blankets over herself and crouched down into her bed. I was like, yeah, you're a goner, bro.
Yeah.
Try to run out of the room.
Yeah. Run out the room, dude.
he expected that, or he was like, maybe he didn't want to get too close to me because if he did, I would like swing or something.
Yeah. Well, no, you're athletic too. You don't want to get popped by any of the dollar kids. Like scaring is always got to be from a distance. Yeah.
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 And then my dad just started laughing, and it was like, that was not funny.
Were you? I think you laughed then. Yeah, you laughed.
I laughed because I was like, what the hell? Somebody was in my closet.
Yeah,
And I
you
didn't
even
notice.
know it.
And I didn't even
And keep you on
care.
your toes, dollar.
I was like, oh, hell. Like, I was just screaming stuff like that. And I was like, meanwhile, I was like getting in my bed like the slowest somebody could ever get in their bed.
And so now this is solidifying why Jessie wants to stay here now for her whole entire life, because she's like, I don't want to take the chance of somebody being in my closet that I don't know.
No, I don't know. I'm always able to tell when someone's in my room. I've caught you under my bed. I caught my brother under my bed. I caught Kuya in my closet. Yeah.
It's so easy to scare Jessie because her room's always has red LED lights and no light at all.
Yeah.
Her windows are always shut.
'Cause I have
And her
blackout
curtains. Yeah, she has blackout curtains.
You kind of just like barricade yourself into your little space, you know? You are like that very much.
It's very easy to scare her from there.
No.
Not really.
I
'cause-
catch
But she's
you.
got a good eye.
I
So,
catch you.
but if she was like, if I was her, then it'd be easy to scare me in her room.
Plus,
Oh,
I
yeah.
also have a mirror because like I've seen them under my bed through my mirror when I walk in my room.
You just regularly check your mirror when you go in your room.
Yeah,
You
I gotta
just
look at
look.
myself.
Yeah,
I
she's like,
admire
"Are you
myself.
kidding? I've got siblings." Bro.
I was gonna have her like,
No,
because usually when she comes in her room, she straight up sits on her bed. So I was gonna grab her ankle, but as soon as she opened the door, she was like, "At the get out," and I was like, like didn't even give me a second.
I jump in my bed. Because Kuya did grab my ankle once before. It was
So your whole life, you're just gonna jump into your bed because somebody.
Yeah. I mean, when I go to the bathroom like in the middle of the night, when I get back, I'll jump from like my door onto my bed. Like, I'm too scared.
Did you guys ever turn off the lights and run up the stairs?
Yes,
Yes.
all the time. I grew up with
How do you not?
my grandma, my grandma's house. That's where I got, it's old grandma's house. It's a basement, right? And you hear weird noises because it's an old ass house,
Right.
And so all the time you'd be like, oh god, because at the time there's like only the light, downstairs, and so you're like, click, and you like run up the stairs, and you never turn around because.
What if someone comes after
Yeah,
you?
if you turn around, there's gonna be somebody behind you.
It's gonna be
Right.
the person missing the golden arm.
Someone's like behind
Yeah,
you.
you have to run until you get to the next light,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then click.
and then run into your bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to run up 2 flights of stairs because I ran up the basement stairs, and then there was no lights up on the main floor, so I ran up to my room. So, and I was so out of breath, dying.
I got like that a little bit at one point. Usually I'm not like that. But do you guys remember when we I've talked about it on the podcast actually, when we had a family intervention for me? Remember after my brain surgery, I was recovering and I was watching all those scary shows
Oh yeah.
nonstop. And you guys like,
Mama yelled at you.
And then it didn't help that I
Said
told.
it's not bad for
Then it didn't
you.
help that I told him to watch Midnight Mass too.
oh, bro, that was the one that I loved that.
Yeah.
It was so good. Anybody who hasn't checked it out, if you like scary stuff, there's a series,
I
Midnight
do.
Mass.
I
couldn't.
do.
It was one of those ones I just had to keep going to the next episode.
Yeah.
I couldn't. You're like, I can't wait. I
Yeah.
have to watch. I watched the whole thing.
So what was the intervention then?
Then I had to stop watching them.
Yeah,
Yeah, altogether. I had to go cold turkey, like stop. Because I was always, as soon as I finished one, I'd look for another one. I'd be like, I gotta find something else, or
Yeah.
maybe a scary movie or something. I don't know why I got so into that for a while, but I do like scary movies. But I think it's being married to your mama who hates scary movies. And so my whole life, it's so repressed. It's like I got a chance to watch, and I was just like,
I gotta do it.
I went crazy.
Gotta binge it.
Yeah, because it's not on the top of my priority list. So like
Yeah.
when I have time, I might watch something, but it's most likely not going to be a scary show. But when I was recovering, I was like just chilling, all the time. So
Okay, so I thought of something. Callie's the only child, so there's not really a good question for her on this one. So I'm gonna ask you individually. What is the worst prank for you, Jesse, that anybody's ever done to you in this house?
and before you go into it, though, we should also share that I did bust you guys out last episode. Was that last episode
What?
with Callie?
What did you?
When I told you that prank call that you got
Oh yeah,
so many
no, that
years.
was a few years.
Was it a few episodes ago?
Yeah, a few episodes
Oh,
ago.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We.
He
that
remembered
was-
it too. He was out to dinner, by the way.
yeah.
Were we on speaker?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
That's why your answers were so casual. I was like, why isn't he freaking out right now?
Well, no, I think that's just Mike.
Because what did I say if you wanted Spider-Man underwear or something like that?
Spider-Man prank condoms.
Yeah.
They probably have a lot of those, right? You can just type in what you want to say.
Yeah.
And it just like does it like a professional call.
Yeah. AI.
Yeah, now, right? AI is everything.
I just use Google Translate.
I heard
English
about
to English.
I heard somebody talking about they were going to build a studio like for filming and stuff, and decided against it because the new AI stuff, what's it called? GP chat.
Chat GP.
Wait, Chat GPT.
Chat GPT.
yeah.
But what's the one? There's one now specifically for video, for like
Okay.
creating movies, creating videos.
Okay.
It's phenomenal.
Is it?
Oh my god, yeah, crazy. Anyway, sorry, I derailed.
It's the
Yes.
one it's the one I made you guys dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
Okay.
what's the worst prank that's ever been done to you?
Definitely by my brother. I don't know which one, but
He's done a lot of pranks on you, and I can't. It's probably my fault. I'm a scarer. I like to scare people.
Well,
I like getting scared too. If somebody catches me off guard, if it's really hard, you girls know it's
Yeah,
hard
it's
as hell
so
to get me.
hard to scare my dad.
So hard. But if you
I've
get me,
tried
I'll high five.
all
you.
the
I've got you
time.
before.
I
You have.
literally hid in my mom's office, and when he like passed by, I jumped out and scared him, and he just looked at me and didn't.
Yeah.
jump.
Him and my dad.
I'm always on high alert.
No, I scare Kuya all the time though.
But what's the worst thing ever done to you? You being the youngest in this family, you had to have had some shitty
I
ones.
don't know. I think one of the worst ones is when I went downstairs to get water at like midnight. And my brother,
She's the swallow just thinking about it.
my brother had heard me coming down. I think this is when he lived downstairs, and then he heard me coming down, so he like went up the stairs really quietly. And then you know where the thing is,
Like the
for
one
the,
The
for the
landing.
doorbell, where the doorbell thing is. You know what I'm talking about?
By the front door?
No,
No,
by in front of the sink.
Our Vivint screen and all that.
Yeah, and so he stood there and he like balled up in the corner.
Oh, it's like a perfect little nook right there.
And then I had like walked around the corner and he had jumped on me. Like not his legs, but he like
literally grabbed a hold of you to say was that a bad? Did that get you good?
Yeah, I don't go downstairs anymore.
I wonder if he'd be willing to try that on Jill though.
He has.
He did.
How'd it go?
Like I get scared so easily.
Oh, okay. No, but I mean, like he physically.
I can't see him right now. If he was like, "Why?" I'd be like, "Ugh."
Because he was always lurking when they were growing up.
Yeah.
He was always like that.
I'm very easy to be scared.
I don't remember where, but he like scared me when I was in my room or something, and I kicked him in the balls on it.
Oh, I remember that. It's like, hey, man, you play around. I always would tell him that, like sometimes, because I remember like scaring my dad was the worst, stupidest thing you could ever do.
Because he swings.
Yeah, it just has crazy reflexes.
Actually, I think the worst one came into my mind. It was Poppy. It was on one of my birthdays.
No,
so
it was Halloween.
Because I always had costume parties for my birthdays when I was younger. And he only had one costume, and that was his scary clown costume. And he'd only wear that.
Oh, I know.
And
it was killer clown.
One time he hid in my room during my party. And I didn't know that. Yeah, it was like once, and he went upstairs, and he was on my bed. I screamed. This is when
he was a little evil about it because I remember it scared the shit out of her. By the way, this exact same costume scared the shit out of your mom too. Years ago, when we were first dating, we had a Halloween party, and he's always had that crazy mask.
Yeah.
And when Myra got there, she got there late to the party, and he was sitting in a corner, just in a rocking chair with that on. And Mai literally wouldn't go in. Even the party was like back into the garage, and she just stayed outside and then called.
We used to have Halloween parties all the time. Like down here, we would have a smoker right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember those.
Yeah.
Papa still wore that costume, that clown costume. And with ding dongers,
the
ding dongers.
What do they call
Trick or
treaters? Yeah. He would sit there in front of the door while they get their candy.
Yeah.
And be like,
yeah.
That mask. There's something about a good mask that is like absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Like if you get the right mask, especially if it's not Halloween or something, somebody comes around a corner and you just see this like crazy face.
Yeah.
Something deep in our DNA has like a guttural reaction to it.
I was and then there was another time where it was another one of my costume parties, and I was downstairs, and I heard him coming upstairs from downstairs, and I hid in the corner and just like balled up.
I'm just gonna wait till he passes.
Yeah, I was like, I can't be seen.
he scarred her.
Yep.
So that's the most scary stuff to you, probably.
I'm scared of clowns. I'm terrified of clowns now.
All right, then, Jilly, what is the worst prank that's ever been done to you?
So it was like 2 a.m, and I was in the kitchen, and I was making a sandwich. It was awesome. Oh, we had Cheez-Its, and I was getting Cheez-Its in the pantry, and the only light I had on was a pantry light because I didn't want to wake up my parents. And Jaden, you know, if you like open a door slow enough, it's like yeah. So Jaden did that, and I was like, Jaden, leave me alone. And then he didn't say anything, but you couldn't hear him walking, which is like surprising, but he was crawling, so I wouldn't see.
Jeez.
So I thought he left. Because I was like, okay, well, I don't hear anything. So I kept making my sandwich, and I go in the pantry, and I'm like dumping my Cheez-Its so they don't hear me. And Jaden just sneaks up behind me. He's like, ah! And I almost woke up my parents. It was so loud, but that was scary. It was
That's a reoccurring theme here, Jay.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, too. Cause
it's always in the middle
of the night. He's a night owl. You will never catch him in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. He's been adjusting lately, though, because he's been going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's doing school stuff this week. So he's a super busy dude.
Well,
this week he's school all day, work all night.
Even through all that, though, he doesn't care because today I saw him. He was eating, and I was like, don't you have work? And he was like, yeah. He was like, bro, I'm screwed. I'm so sleep deprived. And I was like, well, why don't you just sleep?
Yeah. Possibility. I would have Jay on, make it even, have all of them here, but
no.
Are you kidding me? The 3, there would be too much talking over.
Yeah.
Like it would be the worst nightmare for a podcast. for sure.
Me and Jaden fight way too much to be on a podcast together.
Yeah. You guys do go at it pretty hard.
Yeah, because he likes to get in my business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is the, in your opinion, who is the favorite child?
This is a loaded question. There's a lot of history behind this question.
It's because it switches between this one and my brother.
The oldest thing.
But definitely not you, right?
No, I'm never the favorite.
Interesting.
So that's the middle child
I'm
syndrome.
the middle child.
Yeah.
I'd say Jaden.
Is the favorite child?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And what do you say? The Jilly is the favorite?
What do you mean, what?
I work hard.
Oh.
I work very hard to get that.
Oh, so you agree? Because you said you worked really hard to get that.
No,
which
to
means
get to the
you
point
are-
where they treat me fairly.
That head motion. What was that?
Like,
Yeah, no, I
She's
get
lying.
it.
She even admitted to me that she was the favorite child once. I'm not kidding.
I tell
She
everybody
literally told me
I
she's
tell
the
my
favorite
siblings
child.
I'm the favorite child to get on their nerves.
No,
Because you know when you're like, no, I'm the favorite. Then they
Good job.
Nerves.
Good job having one child, Mike.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Dollar.
You'll never have that.
Who's the favorite child in yours?
The favorite child is me. I'm the biggest kid in this damn house. Do you know?
No. I'm
It's
saying like out of
Zoe.
you and Mandy.
Oh,
Aunt Sissy.
yeah,
Oh, sissy. Yeah.
for sure. And I worked hard too. I'm just kidding.
Damn it.
Right now, Jessie says I'm the favorite because my mom is very thankful
But
for
you
me.
do remember a time though when you and Jaden consistently said that
She was the favorite.
They do
'Cause
that
she
to
was.
piss me off.
No. We were.
No, they do that to piss me off.
Listen, we genuinely thought she was the favorite because my parents did not care what everything she did. Me and Jaden would do it, and our parents would get on our ass about it.
Okay, so I need some.
They're
examples.
lying. They're lying.
So it's like all three of us, and Mom was like, "Jilly, clean the kitchen. Jaden,
Okay,
take out the trash, clean the," and then they'd be like, "Jessie, sweep the floors." And me and Jaden are like, "What? We got full ass chores. What is?" And then
Taking out the trash.
take out the trash, like straighten up the couch and stuff, clean
now
the
that I'm
dining
thinking
table,
about it.
and then. So we'd do our chores, and Jessie would sweep like one corner of the room, and my mom would be like, "Great job, Jessie! You did
What
so
are you
great."
talking about?
And
So
me and
that-
Jaden are like, "We did all of that though."
okay. There's so much to unpack there. One thing you'll admit, chores are not your strong suit. Yeah.
No. They're not.
Oh, okay,
sorry.
okay,
No,
okay. Yeah,
I
so you
agree.
Right. Okay. So
straighten
I will admit to this because me and Mike talk about it a lot. In all honesty, there's no favorites. That's not a thing to us, and it can change from minute to minute if it was a thing, right? At this moment, But what I will admit is that sometimes. Because all three kids, you're all three different, and butting your heads sometimes gets so tiring. And I know if I say, "Jill, would you clean up the kitchen?" The kitchen's going to get cleaned, right? Because the three of them are different. What happens? What do you think would happen if I said, "Hey, Chuck, would you clean up the kitchen for me?"
Later.
No, I clean part of it.
Yeah, that's actually true. You'd get started, and then you would start immediately firing questions off to me.
I'll do the dishes
Dad?
and that's it.
Wait, what do you want me to do with these?
And a lot of the time,
sneak
my
away.
dad will
I'm
just
not gonna
go. Yeah, no. Every
She
time
will
after
sneak
dinner,
away. Every time after dinner, we're all ready to clean up. Every time, like
Where's
we'll be
Jess?
talking and cleaning, and then suddenly we just like, where's Jessie at? Where is she?
Because I know.
and then she'll be like, "I'm in the bathroom."
No, I just won't answer.
Every single time.
Because
Not every single time.
It is every single time.
Okay.
I
Where were you-
snuck away today.
Not anymore. She doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I snuck away today.
Oh,
You know that.
wait.
You caught me. You were like, Jessie, where did you go?
Yeah, I realized it immediately
Oh,
today.
yeah.
We were cleaning upstairs today.
Got about
Oh,
10
yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
That's funny. So like me, everyone says that at my mom's work, at her dentist office, they were all talking like, I don't have, my mom will be like, I don't have a favorite. And like my sister will be over there and they're like, you don't have a favorite? You're like, what are you talking about? Mike is your favorite. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that Mike's your favorite child. And I'm like, because I have my shit together.
Well, I worked hard, right?
I worked hard.
I did work hard.
You do work hard.
I
So that
do
makes you
work
the
hard.
I just think when it comes to a lot of things like that,
I'm more reliable.
that's literally what I was going to say.
I will be reliable. In
For a while
In the
there.
Just not right now. Later. Like she said with her chores. Later. Dad,
Later.
I'll be reliable.
Later.
No, but I kind of agree. Clea is the favorite.
Yeah.
Mama's favorite.
Right now.
Yeah, there's an argument to be made.
He
Why?
gets a lot.
He doesn't-
He gets away with a lot of shit.
He doesn't have chores anymore. I mean, it's not that we do our chores,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have them anymore.
He has a job. Okay.
I have a
She
job.
has a job.
Oh, okay. Tony said, "Oh, damn."
I'm not old enough to have a job yet.
Yeah.
Jesse, you're very
So-
bipolar.
So it sounds
What?
like Jesse needs more chores then.
No,
She doesn't have a job.
no.
Well, no,
I won't
'cause
do them.
for a while there,
do 'em.
I was the
Straight
only
up.
one going to school, and I would go to work after school, and then I'd get home and I'd have to clean.
I have
and then
reasons.
Jaden was in the basement with his girlfriend. Jesse, I don't even know where she was. And I was like,
In the
dude, what?
bathroom.
I have
I'm just kidding.
I have reasons for not being at school.
No, that's true though. She did have.
Plus, I have
issues,
the best grades
so.
anyways. So
Oh.
Just has straight A's.
Yeah.
Which I want to talk to your
Plus A's.
teachers, by the way, because I was looking. I was
6
comparing.
honors classes.
Oh no, we're not saying that. But I was comparing your grades with your attendance, and as a teacher in
Yeah.
DPS, I was like,
That doesn't add up.
that doesn't add up. You need to be at school more. But anyway, that's not for this podcast.
Yeah, you
Girls,
can
I
see-
had you here because I'm going to get everything I want today.
Our
Now
honors and our
listeners are-
high honors. Right
Yeah.
there.
Well, we talked about that on our
yeah, do you see
what,
which one's which?
a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah.
About how you had to finally change that out because he had ones
Bro.
up there that were like from like when you guys were like in 4th and 3rd grade.
It was awful. It was so old.
Oh, the one from Highline.
That's in 8th grade, and yeah,
Yeah, so that's old already.
I'm in 10th grade now.
That's the thing with this
6th
age.
grade.
A few years makes such a huge difference, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, that was when you put it in that perspective, 8th grade, and you're about to be a junior next year. That's crazy. Oh my God.
That was 6th grade, and I'm going to 8th grade.
Yeah, you're going to
I'm
8th.
sad though because all my friends are Jaden's friends, so they're all seniors, and they're all gonna leave, and I don't have any friends after they leave.
Dude, that sucks.
You have
Because
Anna.
so that was me when I grew up. Because my cousin and then my best friend's sister they were older. Like they were 2 or 3 years older than me, and so I always hung out with them. And though I'd be in the junior and senior section, because
During assemblies and stuff.
Well, and I get gateway and stuff like that. Like there was a set of lockers where like the seniors hung out and the juniors hung out.
Oh yeah.
And I'd hang out with them and everything like that. And till this day, I'll still have people like they'll send me like a message and be like, "Hey, it's time for the reunion for 1998." Da-da-da. I was like,
Whoa.
You were like,
I
I'm
didn't-
1990s.
I didn't graduate in 98. You're like, what?
Oh, you
What?
when did you graduate? 2000?
Yeah. They were like, you didn't graduate with us? I was like, no, I just hung out with you guys all the time.
So you felt it that
Yeah.
next year when they were all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, all my friends forget that I'm like 3 years younger than them.
Yeah, that happens. There's always people in the group like that,
Yeah.
right? You always have the one or two people that are like a grade or two down. And after a while, you just don't even think about
And
it.
they'll remember it at random times. We'll just be sitting, like we were at lunch, and we were sitting in her car, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're a freshman." I was like,
Jasmine?
"Yeah,
Oh, yeah. She graduating this year?
this year."
Holy smokes. All these kids, I watch them because they've been friends with some of
Yeah.
the same people for years. And just watching everybody get older and graduate and everybody's getting jobs. And
Your beard is getting grayer.
it's funny you say that. You like took the words. That was my next sentence. I was like, yeah. And I look in the mirror and my beard's great. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Is it weird for you guys watching us? You probably don't perceive a difference. It's hard not to perceive a difference.
Okay. Yeah. Let me ask this question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we old as fuck?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, wait,
do
I
you
don't know
mean?
how old you are.
He's the same age as Aunt Sissy. He's 3 years younger than me.
What?
Yeah. I'm younger than a dollar. You can
No.
tell. I know you can tell.
No, I thought
No, I
the
low-key
same
thought
age.
you were like 37. I forget my
dang.
dad's in his 40s sometimes.
Oh, there you go.
I'm deep into my 40s too. That's awesome. That you
Like,
forget that.
like
No.
dad, I feel like I'm stuck in the year you turned 42.
Huh.
Like I keep
me
forgetting.
too.
How old are you? Like
I
46?
keep forgetting you're not 42. I know you're in your 46.
You guys
Wait,
know
how
how old
old
your
are
dad is?
you?
45.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew
45.
that.
Yeah, I just did the math.
No, because I asked that question because like when I was a kid, like when I was in high school and everything like that, I'm like, my mom is young. She's a young mom, right? My mom is 16 years old.
Same with my mom.
Yeah, because she had me when she was 16 years old. So she's, but still, with her being 16 years old, when I was 16, my mom's 32. I still thought like my mom was like
Old as fuck.
And then my stepdad, he's older, and at the time, I think my dad is like he's 6 years older than my mom, and so he's 38 going to 40, and I was like, dang, dude. You guys are old as fuck, dude.
No, I feel like for me, you're not old until you're like 55.
Interesting. Okay, 10 more years.
Yeah. Callie says that you're not old until you're 64.
64.
Yeah.
Oh, she waits till retirement.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you retire, now you're
Now you're
old.
old.
Makes
Now you're old.
sense.
Yeah.
Kind of does check out.
Yep. Like Granny and Papa, they're old.
Well, you guys aren't like old, but you guys are still old.
Love the vocabulary on these kids these days.
No, because like
You guys aren't super old, but you guys are old.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely old peers. There's
Yeah.
no
I don't know.
there's no doubt. But is it
You guys don't look old.
well, because you guys forget though, because you were so little probably, but every once in a while we'll come across a picture of us, when I was like, 29 or
like,
something.
who's that?
Yeah, I'm like, you were alive. That's you in my arms.
No,
Right?
it's only different because it's very different because when you were like that age, Dad, you were like the size of that lamp.
I was very skinny.
Yeah.
Super skinny.
Like you had no muscle or anything. You just
okay.
Your dad thought he was jacked back in the day, just so you know.
yeah, there's shirtless pictures of him with my grandpa, and
Yeah.
he was like,
Yeah. Pale. Oh my
Very.
God, I was pale, bro.
you could like clearly see his freckles
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well, I remember when you were born. I had to yell at him. Me and
To
my
go.
boss had to yell at him
Yeah,
to go.
Dad.
Do you know this story, right?
Yes.
We heard this story like 45
I was
times.
there.
45 times, once for every year that I've been alive.
Yeah.
I was there.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you weren't there when I was getting hit in the back of the head, though. My boss was telling me to go.
Says
You
who?
you were Mama's easiest delivery.
I know.
It
I had
happened so
I
fast.
was heavy. I was very heavy. I was 9 pounds.
Fat.
And Jay was like, it was
Jane
like a
just has a
multiple
big
day
head.
experience.
Multiple days.
It was horrendous.
She's like, we're on the first one. We're going to take a little bit of time here.
He
Get you.
did. Yeah, that's the story. I sang to her stomach to get him to come because at a certain point they were like ready. She was fully dilated. Everything was ready to go. And they're like, it's just him. He just doesn't seem to want to come. And so we waited and kept waiting. And then finally I started singing that song I wrote to him, to her belly. And then
went
immediately his
into
heart rate spiked. And then within a minute he was born. So pretty
Was
crazy.
that Mama just now?
queer.
I don't know. Somebody's screaming upstairs.
Mama's been
Who
screaming
left the
all
door
day.
unlocked? Great. Wait, I was the last one in.
Oh,
I'm responsible for your wife getting murdered. Great.
yeah, hard to say. We get so many visitors around here, right? Like
Yeah.
I think that was Kuya.
this house. No, there's no way he's home already.
Yeah, it's
But-
9 o'clock. He's off.
Whenever he comes in, he always yells, "Hello? Anyone home?
Yeah.
Hello?" And no matter how many people answer, he'll never shut up until he sees one of us.
Until like,
I
or he
know.
hears
It's
somebody.
actually
True.
Until he hears it. Like there's
so loud.
You're like, there's fucking cars in the driveway. Of course we're home, Jake.
Yeah, that was me. I was stubborn this morning. I was down here working on stuff, and he came home from school, must have been, or something, and was yelling too.
Oh, that's
and,
Issa.
and it was the same thing. I was just like ignoring it because I'm like, bro, people are home.
Yeah.
Then he comes all the way down and sees me. Oh, I've been yelling. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
we know.
I
Jaden's
always
not
reply to
quiet.
him too. Every time he comes in, he's like, "Hello, hey,"
You know what was
and then he just keeps yelling.
Yeah.
You know what was an interesting moment for me was when I had this crazy realization, Mike, because my whole life, like watching Jay, I can never understand why he speaks at the volume he speaks. I've talked about it to you.
Yeah. It's
Right?
loud.
It's so loud all the time. And so I had a realization from the reality check from my family. He gets it from me.
Yeah.
That I talk really loud.
You do talk really loud.
I like pulled this off to
I
here.
never thought of myself as a loud talker ever. And I was always baffled by him. I'm like, why the hell does he talk at such a volume? Like, it's so ridiculous. Meanwhile, I'm walking around like this all the time.
I wonder.
Not even knowing
When
it.
they would get in fights, that was just terrible.
Oh, it's brutal.
It sounded like you were at a concert. That's how loud
The fights
they
when he
got.
was young was nothing.
No.
Now that he's
Now-
a grown ass man, when we get into an argument,
And they're
bro,
both big. They're like,
people just disappear into the woodwork. Yeah, I'm gonna ask them out of here for a second. They're having a disagreement.
No, every time you guys like argue, I just like sneak away to my room.
yeah, our
Yeah.
neighbor.
I use my little
we-
sneaking away.
I went
from-
outside while you guys were fighting, and our neighbor was
I remember she asked me about it.
snooping.
Yeah,
Snooping.
Honestly,
So,
we're
like-
so open with each other
I
about
would
everything.
too. I would too. I
Yeah.
love her though.
Yeah, well, you hear
She
it's
can
like
cook.
because it sounds like two alpha dudes.
Yeah.
You know, just yelling. We're ready to go. Ready to get it. I'm
You know,
like,
it's funny. What is it? When we were, I was over here one time. I think it was.
I stumble?
I think Myra made like tacos or something one night, and Issa was here, and I was over
Were
there
they
getting tacos.
fighting?
No, they weren't fighting. I was getting tacos, and like German was here, like all his
Yeah,
friends
the
were
crew.
here. Yeah, the whole crew was here, and I went to go get tacos, and I was standing with Jay, and she goes, "Turn around, Jay," or you know what she calls him, and she was like, she goes, "You're a big guy." She goes, "But then you see you next to." He was like, they
To
were like,
Mike.
to Uncle Mike.
Yeah.
And they're like, and you are not that big.
She likes
She-
Uncle Mike, you're
she
big.
likes to remind him that he's only
Uncle Mike, you're
5'11"
big.
and not 6.
yeah,
She tells me that.
yeah, which is so hilarious. She's one of the smallest people I've ever met in my life.
Isa?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's tiny.
Yeah, she is tiny.
But it was just
You
funny
know,
when
She has
said
a
that.
loud
she
voice.
notices
She's
that for
scary.
whatever reason. She notices heights all the time.
Yeah.
Remember, she asked. She was like,
Short
"Who's
people
taller,
always
Tony
do.
or Mike?" She wanted to know.
Yeah.
People always, short people always
You know
do.
who looks
my short
big
friends.
but is actually like really small?
Who?
Chloe.
From yeah.
Yeah, she
It's
Yeah.
my
looks.
niece, Chloe.
She looks
Yeah.
tall. She looks big. Like just like she works out all the time. And you stand next to her and you're like, damn, you're small.
Yeah, well, here's what's been weird is watching you girls get bigger. Because there was a time they were full grown, Kelsey and Chloe, my
Yeah.
two nieces,
Yep.
and they would carry you everything. You guys were tiny, and now watching you stand next to them, you guys don't look like the same
And now,
species. Like I'm
now
like, what the hell?
I carry her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
wild.
believe how
I
tall
can't
Aubrey is, though?
believe she has a kid.
Yeah, who? Auntie Kelsey?
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
does.
Sometimes I forget she's like 10 years older than me.
Yeah, it's weird because Kelsey works at my school now.
Yeah.
and Kelsey's 25.
She's like, I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
she's 25.
But she
Yes.
looks 19.
But the same thing, yeah. With like that's what I think too. Whenever I see Kelsey and Chloe, I always think of them as like, you know,
Yeah.
as their age still. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, that's when
Yeah.
I, you know, remember them as mostly as like teenagers.
yeah,
Now you're like, oh, you are. Oh, you're adults. Yeah, you have car payments and a job. Okay, cool.
I know.
Job.
Yeah, it is really funny. And it's funny getting old because, like, the older you are, the more you treat people that aren't that young like they're babies.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You're talking to like a 28-year-old.
yeah.
Like, oh, hey, what's up, little man? How you doing? You know what I mean? Or like I'll help you out with stuff or whatever. But you're like, meanwhile, it's a grown ass person.
Yeah.
It'd be
All right.
fun to have Diego on here.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Diego is Jillian's boyfriend. Of how long now? How long is?
A year and a half?
Year and a half. Okay. Wow, that's a long time.
Almost
time.
2 years.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years. Year and a half. Almost 2
Wait,
years.
no, it's more than
That
a
is
year
a-
and a half. Hold
You
on.
That is
guys
a
got to
tenth of
give-
her life.
You told me
No,
when.
I know
October.
it is truly.
Oh, it is a.
He's a good
no,
kid.
It's 1 year, 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a question because I like to ask the hard pressing questions.
Go for it.
Which parent is stricter?
My mother.
Which parent is stricter?
My mom.
There's no comparison, bro.
Everyone's like, mom.
I love my mom though. She saves my life sometimes.
We work good together because we are opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We balance each other out. I am not the heavy-handed, disciplined dude. Until I snap, and sometimes I get really annoyed because I'm like, nobody's been helping forever. For the third time today, I'm cleaning this restroom that I never use, and I know who's using it. No one's helping me clean it.
My mom
Get
can
your
get
asses down
really
here.
confusing though.
Mama can?
Yeah. Because it'll be like, oh, you're in your room too much. And then you go out your room And she's like,
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? And then she's like, oh, you guys are eating way too much. And so we'll eat less. So she'll be like, you guys are not eating enough. Yeah. She'll do stuff like that. And we're like, what do you want us to do? Because she even sent, she knows she does it too, because she sent me a reel, Instagram reel. And it was literally that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She contradicts herself.
She knows.
Yeah.
So if you want something.
Yeah. Well, no. Ask mom first.
You ask mom first.
Because they know I'm going to say, no problem.
Ask
your mom.
So when I was a kid, what I used to do is I used to do the same thing. I used to be like, I'd ask my dad, hey, Dad, did you ask your mom? I'm like, oh, God damn it, dude, I have to go ask my mom now. And so I went to go ask my mom, and then I started learning. So I started asking, I was like, my mom would be like, I don't care, whatever. And so then I'd start learning. I'd go ask my mom first. And then I was like, hey, Mom, like, oh,
and you asked your dad?
She goes, did you ask your dad? And she's like, I was like, no, I didn't. And so I go there. I was like, I already asked Mom. Can I do this? I don't care. Sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst though when you really need to ask them something and they're sitting together.
Oh.
And you'll be like, damn it.
You can't play the game. They can't play the game.
Yeah. Like yesterday when I was like, can me and Diego go to Park Meadows? And you guys were sitting together at the table, but I couldn't wait.
Who'd you want to ask me?
You start with asking.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Most of the time you start with your dad.
I was gonna ask you first because then I'll go to Mama and I'll be like, "Hey, Dad."
But it was a hard no because it's Park Meadows and it was last minute.
Yeah,
that's a long drive for us, Pierce. Not for you.
No,
Park Meadows is a very long drive from here.
Yeah,
yeah. That's funny though. We're gonna start trying to stay together more.
No,
stick together.
Foil all their plans.
Dad,
no, because my dad loves being in here. My mom hates being in here, so it's fine.
We're chilling.
In the studio?
Yes.
Mama hates being in here.
No, not really. She just doesn't like coming in here.
I will say Mama in here is a rare sighting.
Yeah.
She was in here today though.
She much rather like
she's in here sometimes like
on the couch.
10 a.m. podcast. She's down here drinking coffee with you.
Oh yeah. Yep. See? There you go.
Yeah.
Her natural habitat is like the couch or the dinner table.
If she, what sucks though, when I go to look for Mama and she's not in her
like where she's supposed to be.
It's always guess. Where is she?
It's discombobulating because she has like three.
It's her office,
right? Her office, the couch right there,
the kitchen,
or her bed. Right? She'll go up and watch her.
Well, it depends what time of the day it is.
Yeah,
true.
But like if it's in the middle of the day,
if you check those spots and you can't find her, I immediately my heart starts like, what
happened to her? What happened to her?
She's so predictable.
I just as soon as she's not in the spots where she's supposed to be,
check her room.
I check for her car, and if her car's gone, then I'm like, oh, she's not here.
You know what though? Sometimes you check for her car, and then it's there, and then you check everywhere, and you're like, where is she? So you have to check the cameras to see if she left with someone else.
Oh yeah, that happens too. And Ping might pick her up, or they do a little shopping.
Yeah, she doesn't tell anybody when she leaves. She just leaves.
That's true.
Yeah.
Huh, sounds like the youngest.
I wonder where I get it from.
Just disappears.
Yeah. You both have elements of your mom in you, though.
I make it very clear when I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah. When it comes to leaving, sure. Yeah. Most time because you need a ride from me. So.
If I'm not...
My dad drives me anywhere I ask him to drive me most of the time. So.
Yeah. If I'm free, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not working.
If I'm not sneaking away, I'll make it clear.
That's
I'll
why
always yell deuces when
before even asking.
You do.
Like, yeah.
Even when you accidentally say see ya, you'll go see ya, and then you'll pop your head back in and go deuces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you do that.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you do it?
Because I always say deuces when I leave a room. Why else?
I always say it because I always say it.
Like yesterday, I said doodles instead of deuces because I was going to say toodles. And then I said but then I mixed it.
Yeah, she switched between those two.
I went upstairs and I was halfway up the stairs and I was like, wait, what did I just say? And so I went back down the stairs, said deuces and left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just say bye, guys.
That's funny. Now you're going to go after the podcast and meeting, like, guess what I found out today?
Yeah.
We have to strategize now.
Yeah.
We have to be together all the time.
Yeah. So I'm sure she listened to the whole Cali podcast too. So she's probably going to listen.
She listens to the podcast?
She doesn't, but occasionally when she knows, she'll probably listen because she knows it's you guys. She was asking him today. I heard when you guys were all sitting on the couch.
"What are you guys gonna talk about?"
And I was like, well, if it's anything when Callie is on, she just roasted Mike the whole time. So.
She said she didn't care if we roasted Dad, but she cared if. Well, she didn't care.
No,
if we
she said she
roasted her
doesn't care
either,
if
but,
we roasted anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things that makes our podcast what it is. It's just
Roasting.
true, authentic. It's roasting. We brought you on here to roast the shit out of you today.
Yeah. Well, that was the one when did the Cali podcast.
Polypack.
A whole bunch of people were like, "Bro, she shot you down when you asked her to play basketball." I was like, "I know." Hard. It was a hard no. She's like, "No, I will never do that." I was like, "Damn!" Like,
I know. Even when I was listening back to it, I was like, she really made it clear.
Yeah.
She's like, that will never. What'd she say? That'll never happen in your dreams in a million years or something like that.
Yep.
That's the type of stuff I say to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all the time. It's very sad because I'll be so excited, like I just got a new game or something, and I'll be like, "Jessie, do you want to play Roblox with me?" And she's like, "No," like just straight up no.
Yeah.
But then I start
dream killer.
Yeah, but then I start bribing her, and sometimes it works, and sometimes I'll be sitting on the couch, and I'll be like, "Jessie, go get my wallet. I want to buy something." She's like, "No," and I'll buy you yarn
too. Yeah,
I'll buy you yarn.
Oh, you still owe me yarn.
No.
That you two are kind of the opposite too in your personalities. Like she is like incessantly positive and just like always. Whereas you, I think your default is just like,
no.
Why do you ask me questions? What? It's like always. It's just so funny how you two are so different. Grew up in the same house together.
We make
opposites.
TikToks about it. We go viral. Like,
I mean, look at them now.
I know.
Black and white. They're like,
literally. Wow.
look at our hairs.
You guys have a love-hate relationship, though, because you like to just tell everybody how much you hate each other. Yeah, exactly. You just want everyone to think that, but
we
as a
love
dad,
each other
I see all
so
those
much.
private moments. I see how much you guys
Like just
bond
before
and-
this, we were playing Nintendo together.
do you call it out too? Do you be like, "Ah"?
No, because then they stop.
No.
Yeah,
They'll
then
walk
we
away.
stop and then
They're
they'll
like,
walk away.
get away from me. They hate each other all of a sudden.
Yeah. As soon as somebody says something, we're like,
Yeah.
But
But me and Mama have a lot of moments where we look at each other and we're like, oh, look at that.
Look at that.
And if you knew that, you would immediately say,
like
F you.
especially in public. Like I'm very social. My social battery's like this big,
mine is this.
and Jessie's is like this big.
Yeah.
So when we're in public together, like she resets her social battery through mine. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you charge her up from yours.
Yeah.
But then yours runs out quicker. Is that, no,
Mine-
not really.
I mean,
Mine recharges pretty quickly.
Yeah, you have a crazy social battery.
Yeah.
Way more
why-
than mine.
That's why
Definitely
I work
not
parties.
mine.
I'm a little more lined up with you, I
Yeah,
think.
she's like me. Because I'm always.
Oh, yeah. Jilly's like you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Which is Mike's always down for everything. Any random thing I've ever thrown you, unless there's like a real concrete reason why you can't do it, like you're somewhere else or you have an appointment or something, it's always, yeah. Sure.
But I have to say, at school, my social battery is like this big.
that's
Yeah, well,
funny,
you don't
'cause
like
at
your
school.
current
Mine is like this
school.
big.
That's true. I hate school right now. I don't have a single friend there.
Yeah. We switched her to Jaden's high school.
Yeah.
And then so now she's switching back. Because she used to go to, there's like two schools on the same campus,
Yeah.
basically.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess I don't want to say the names of the schools. But
Yeah, don't say no.
Yeah. But you're
talk
excited about this
names.
year. It's going to be better. You
Yeah.
feel like, yeah.
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 Wait, when do you start driving?
This year.
I'm taking my permit classes right now.
Bro. So, you know how they have to watch these videos or whatever?
Yeah.
They
We
have
have
to go through all
30
the-
hours.
Okay.
We have to do 30 hours of online classes.
Okay.
Jaden, we literally paid, it expired, and we had to pay again. And at the last minute, he got them done. We signed her up.
She finished
Where are you
it the
at? How
first
many do you
day.
have done right now?
16.
20 hours.
What?
20 hours. When did we sign you up? A week ago?
5
She's like,
days
she
ago.
goes
5
yesterday,
days
Dad.
ago.
You signed me up yesterday. I have 20 hours.
Right before the podcast.
Yeah, I was actually doing it while I was getting ready, like just
Constantly.
putting on my makeup.
Every time I asked Mama, I was like, what's Jill doing right now? She's
Because
like,
it's
what do you think she's doing?
Their videos, like you can just have them in the background as long as you're listening.
She was asking me, how did Jay watch all these videos and he still drives like he drives?
No,
He did it.
no,
he did.
seriously, because
That's what I said. And then that's exactly what Jay said. He's like, oh, I didn't watch those.
and my dad was like, did he though? I was like,
Yeah.
well, because the videos are sad. They show like people getting in crashes, and I'm just like, I don't even want to drive anymore.
Yeah, you remember those Paris? They scared the
Drama.
And maybe it was a California thing. I don't know. When we did driving school, we had to watch movies like that. It was like real crime scenes, bro.
We didn't have to take driving class. Remember, we had the differences.
Isn't there like a class like called like 25 and Alive or something like that?
That's if you get in trouble.
No, Mama's forcing me and Jessie to take that class.
Oh yeah, because you can't just take
that.
it.
We have to take
it's
it.
4-hour class. You sit there and watch people die.
We weren't required to take driver's ed or anything. We didn't even have it in my school. So.
Well, it's cool because my classes.
No, she doesn't. You don't take it through the school.
I know, but I'm just saying.
No, I do.
Take it. Oh, she does. Yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Well, it's a driver's school, but not my school.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. Is that what you mean?
No, I didn't have to take it at all. Like I just had to
How'd you get your license?
I looked at the book and I drove.
There was no required classes.
No.
Some places don't. Yeah. Like my friend Jaime.
But you have to do the stuff you're doing right now, right?
Yeah.
Or else you won't.
Well, it's a new law. Yeah. So so that changed. So when I was right after I got my license, everything changed. So when you got your license, it was the whole required thing. You couldn't drive with somebody for like 6 months. 6
months.
The first 6 months of your license,
unless it's like immediate family.
Yeah, unless it's an adult, somebody.
And there's a few exceptions.
Yeah, and then once you got that, then it's like you can have one friend with you, and then
I don't know after that.
And then after that, like it progresses on, and so on and so forth. And then you had to have so many hours for your driving permit too.
50.
Yeah, so you had to like that. I didn't have to have that many hours. Like I just had to like drive with my dad, and then like when my dad took me to drive, it was literally like this. We got into the Caprice. He got into the passenger seat, opened up his newspaper, and he's like, "All right, go here." And I was like, "All right," and I just like go and just drive with my dad.
That's kind of good though. He was chill.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah. Me and my dad drive together.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, I told her before the podcast.
In my dreams.
Yeah.
In your
we
dreams.
drive together.
No, I
did it with all 3 kids.
My dad did that to me. My dad, he had an old ass Honda Accord. It was like a 80 Honda Accord, right?
Okay.
And when he'd come back and pick us from Greeley, we drive up to Greeley and go hang out with him. And one day he pulled over on the road, and I was like 14 years old on freaking I-25. He goes, "All right, we're learning how to drive today." I was like, "What?" On a stick shift, bro.
Oh,
on the highway. My first ever. And so he was like,
God.
he was like, people can go around us. My dad was just, people can go around us. It's fine. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just remember and my dad telling me, he goes like, when you start to hear the engine whine, then push the clutch in and, teach me how to do it.
Listen for it.
And dude, it was just so many times that first ride, just, you're driving that stick shift and just like, and people legit were like going around us, and there was a moment in time where I was just driving on like the shoulder, like trying to like get up there. And my dad was just like cool with it.
Yeah. Right. See, that's a good thing. You have to be chill about it.
What we notice though is when I drive, I'm like this close to the people next to me. Like if we're
front?
No, on the side.
On the
so like
sides.
if we're in a neighborhood and you know how people park on the sides, like on the curbs, like the mirrors are like this close.
When I first started kind of teaching her to drive, that was her biggest thing that I noticed. They're all kids are different. I can't wait to see what yours are going to be. But you have driven. She swears she doesn't get anything else the other two get.
I haven't driven since.
I took you guys all out in the field, remember? When you guys couldn't reach the pedals. They were sitting in my lap.
I was sitting in the lap, I'd steer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the main thing for me is I just really want them to be good drivers and I want them to get experience and learn, how to control a vehicle or whatever. But that was the weird thing that stuck out with you when we first got in the car was like, she drove on the road. She couldn't tell if she was in the middle or the left or the right. I'm like, kind of stay to the right, not in the middle.
I don't know. I feel like cars should be built differently. Like the driver's seat should be in the middle. Because you got to look like all the way over there.
There are those new Tesla trucks are like that.
The seats are in the
diesel,
middle?
the cyber trucks, the cyber diesel
trucks?
they sit in the middle.
Huh.
Really?
The Cybertrucks are some of the ugliest cars I've ever seen.
Some of those things are not Cybertrucks. I'm talking about the diesel version.
There's not a diesel version of the Cybertruck.
No, it's a Tesla.
There's no diesel Teslas.
What are you talking
They're all
about?
electric.
Dad, yeah.
No, I'm saying like a diesel. Like I'm sorry,
It's
because
like a
it's
diesel
outdated language because it's not a diesel powered truck. It's like whatever the trucks are that haul shit across the country. Like
a semi
truck.
A semi.
truck.
Thank you. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Because Tesla made a semi one, and the steering wheel's in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no, that's what I feel like because
I can't really call them diesels.
It's because it's my mom's car. It's that big Volkswagen.
Yeah.
It's all the way over there, and I can't see anything. And so I'm over here, and I'm like trying to look,
gosh.
and I can't tell if I'm on the line or not.
When I'm waiting,
But
for
I
my
look
mom
in.
the
That was when she started.
Yeah, it's gotten better. Like way
Allegedly.
better.
Allegedly. It's all alleged, bro.
All allegedly until
That's
I get my
funny.
permit
Yeah.
next month.
Yeah,
When we were kids
I
too.
want to learn how to drive.
So when we played basketball, usually like it was one of our parents that drove us to practice, right? You know, when we were in high school. And so multiple times, my friend John, his mom worked late. She was a nurse, and he would drive us to practice. We'd jump in his truck, you know,
How old?
14, 15 years old, and he was driving us to practice.
Wow.
14, 15 years old.
Yeah,
And I remember one time, like it would just be us two, usually, just us two. And then our friend Vic, he was on the podcast a long, long time ago, Vic Beasley. Long time ago when we first started.
Huh.
And there was a time,
crazy how many guests we've had that
Yeah.
I literally forget people.
And there was a time where he's like, can you guys pick us up? And they're like, yeah, we'll pick you up. And then so we drove to Vic's house, and he goes, where your parents at? And you were like, are you going to get in? Or he's like,
coming or not?
He's like, you drive without, oh my God. And he's like freaking out the whole time we were driving to practice.
Oh my god!
That's so funny. And then there's your guys' grandfather who drove elementary
11?
school. Literally had a car, bro.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Different times.
Yeah.
Times have really changed.
Oh, I'm sad though
Why?
Why?
because I don't get the cross tour.
Yeah. God, every time it comes up, I get sad, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever went into details on the podcast.
Yeah,
but
we did. You just
Yeah,
got
I
total.
mentioned it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's total. It's gone now. And the worst thing too now is for the Atlas, bro. It's covered in hail damage.
Yeah.
Because of living out in GVR, having a Dodge truck parked in the garage.
Yeah.
One that doesn't even.
What is it?
Doesn't even work.
I'm gonna clip that just for Jay. Tag him in it.
Doesn't even work.
So before we move on, you guys were very defensive that you know what albums are, right? So we're gonna ask
Yes.
the island question. If you were stuck on a desert island for the rest of your life, you had everything you needed to be comfortable, you have a happy life. Otherwise, you're fine. No lack of food, nothing like that. The only catch is something weird happened with the music, and you only have one album
Fake.
that you can listen to for the rest of your life. What is that album?
I don't listen to albums. Like I know what it is, but I don't listen to it.
have okay.
Or maybe an artist for you guys.
I don't know.
Who's the artist?
Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah.
Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift.
Bruno Mars and Bruno Mars and Bruno Mars and
Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift.
Or Taylor Swift.
Ooh,
Or
I would have never guessed that. I would have thought it'd
or
been Taylor
maybe
Swift.
I don't know.
Jessie is like
It's
your
funny 'cause
most
my favorite
like,
songs aren't by either of them.
Jessie's
Really?
like the person you look at and you're like, she's definitely not a Swiftie.
I know. I know.
I look
she
like
does break the mold.
I look like a Swiftie and
Yes.
I hate Taylor Swift.
Oh no.
Oh
It's
no!
come out.
Why would you do this on the
Why'd you
podcast?
do that?
What?
Dang, you just have to look at her tear.
It's just-
in her eye.
No, I've been yawning.
that's a murderous
wait,
I was yawning.
that was a little dramatic. I don't hate Taylor Swift. I just don't listen to her.
You have songs on your playlist by her.
I have one song.
What song is that?
Song, and you
Yeah,
know
what
the
song is
lyrics
it?
to
Lover.
Oh, okay.
I like that song.
And you know lyrics to song. Shush.
Jesse, you got me into Taylor Swift.
I got everybody into Taylor Swift.
No, because
guys.
she has this little record.
I was the first
She's got this little record player. And it's not even little. It's like
my new one
It's-
or my
yeah.
old one.
both. But you would blast Taylor Swift while you're cleaning your room, doors wide open, and she like all I would listen to like 5 times
I've heard
every
that, yeah.
5 minutes.
Well,
is
that's
Taylor
I wasn't
Swift.
hating on it.
I had
was cleaning.
all the time. But it's because at the time she only had one record, one Taylor Swift record. So
And
it was
then-
that same album over and over and over and over and over. Like I memorized the lyrics to the song, and I don't even listen to Taylor
Be
Swift.
grateful. It's good music.
Did you say you're ungrateful?
I said she's ungrateful.
Yeah.
I'm doing you a solid,
But
bro.
it's not like I hate Taylor Swift because I get you Taylor Swift albums.
Yeah.
When I feel like it.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
amazing.
I
She's a
forgot
great
you got me
artist.
that one. And then,
Yeah.
but it's not.
She's great.
Like I don't only listen to her. Like my favorite song isn't by her.
What's your favorite song?
What
then?
is your favorite song?
Well, I guess I have two. It's Ghost Boy by Lil Peep, and then
Listen to Lil Peep.
I don't even know what you just said.
and then Florida by Dominic Fike.
Lil Peep is like, look, hold on.
Where are you gonna play some?
Can I pull it up?
Yeah, we can only play a few seconds, so you can't play too much.
Play my favorite
Well,
song.
I'll
they'll
show
take-
you guys. I'll
it's
show
a
you
YouTube
after the
issue.
podcast. The people can look it up.
Yes.
I'm
Look up my favorite
Oh my
song.
gosh.
what Pierce? What does this guy look like?
Lil Peep? He looks like a
He's got
broke
face
machine
tattoos.
Gun Kelly.
Yeah. Like a more modern Machine Gun Kelly.
Jesus.
So my music taste is
Lil
pretty crazy.
Peep? That's crazy.
Wow. Okay.
My music taste
Save that shit.
changes.
Well, listen.
That's the name of the
Awful
song.
Things. Yeah, one of the songs.
Awful
called Save
Things?
That Shit.
My
Yeah, Awful
favorite
Things.
right now is that Alicia Keys song.
Yeah, which leads me to what I was going to ask, because we've been singing a little karaoke here. I think
Yeah.
just like the heat, we're getting ready for the Philippines. How are you guys feeling about Philippines in general? Are you excited to go? Because Jesse's never been and I've never been. You were there, but
6
too
months.
young to remember.
I didn't even know
6
I
months,
went.
yeah. You're not going to remember
Yeah, no.
anything from that.
I mean, I remember.
Unless you're Terrence Howard
Terrence
and you
Howard.
remember
In
in
the
the womb.
Or Jaden. Jaden freaking remembers.
I will say that.
But he's
Jaden
not
has
going.
crazy sharp memory his entire life.
Yeah.
Me
He
too.
can remember childhood memories. Like he'll
when he was
recite
like
stuff to
1
me.
years old.
Yeah.
But they can't remember to do his fucking schoolwork.
Or take the
sometimes.
trash out.
Me
You gotta
too.
clip that too.
But are you guys,
I have
you guys
pretty good memory.
excited for Philippines or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
We're going
But I'm
for a long
excited.
time, so I'm gonna
both.
miss like Diego and my friends
Sure.
and my bed. I can't bring my baby blanket.
Why?
That's gonna suck.
Why?
Why?
Because my mom doesn't want me to, because she thinks it'll get lost,
They'll
or I'll
probably-
forget
they'll
it, or
probably
it'll get
pull a Nana and-
ruined.
How are you gonna forget your baby blanket? Like, is that something like you use all the time? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Like if it gets lost though, like
She'll
at the airport or
cry.
something.
are you gonna?
It'd be devastating.
Yeah. I don't even.
That's like Callie and her RARs.
I've had it for so
Really?
long.
Rars?
RARs. Yeah, she has RARs.
What is that?
She has 2 lions. We got
Oh.
her first lion when from the zoo. Her very first, like when she was 1, we bought her a little lion, and so she's kept that with her the entire time. And then we got new RAR. So there's old RAR and new RAR. And so RAR is we got her like 2 years later because old RAR was getting kind of dingy. And then we got new RAR, and then now they're both kind of dingy, but she takes RARs
Everywhere.
well, not
Uh-huh.
like when she sleeps and like, or she goes like to a friend's house or something like that. She takes RARs.
But it's also because my baby blanket looks like a towel. And like one time my grandma literally used it to wash her face. When we were younger, she had just brushed her teeth and she grabbed my blanket because my blanket was right there and her towel was right here. And she grabbed my
Why would you
blanket
put it in the bathroom?
and wiped her face with it. Yeah. So.
Funny thing is when you say it, it's true. That blankie looks like a towel.
I don't
It
know.
does.
It's
It's like really. It's got like the fuzzy texture.
Jesse,
kind of like a
it's because
towel.
remember Nana's room, and she doesn't have a separate room for the bathroom. Her bed.
You're stuck on why she took her blanket in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was.
Do you remember Nana's room at her old house?
Yes, I remember her room.
Yeah. It's the sink and her bed.
oh,
There's no wall.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
there's
okay, yeah.
no-
sure, yeah.
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 When you said that, I imagined it in the other bathroom.
Oh, this is the old place.
yeah.
The one where we went in the bathtub during the
During
tornado.
we went in a bathtub during the tornado, and Nana went out. She grabbed us a whole bunch of snacks. We had huge blankets, and we just sat there eating
Yeah.
on our iPads.
Because of one
These kids
Amber
probably-
Alert tornado warning.
Yeah, you guys probably have some pretty incredible stories because Maya calls her like her second mother. She calls Nana literally means
Mommy.
mother, and that's
Yeah.
what everybody calls
Mommy.
her. She kind of took care of all the kids and stuff, and so she watched them a lot when they were growing up. But you know her,
Yeah.
right? She's a little. She's a little kooky. Got some stuff too. Had the kids in the bathtub.
Yeah. No, it was very crazy. She's like got like superpowers or something.
She literally does.
Because she was massaging my back one day, and she was like, "Your auntie's pregnant," and I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Don't tell anybody though. She hasn't announced it yet." And literally like 2 weeks later, my auntie got everybody together and was like, "I'm pregnant," and I was like.
She literally is like that. So, have I ever told you much about that? About Maya's family in the Philippines? When they were young, and now that they're all older, they don't do it as much, but they like healed people. Like people would come from far around just to get, and she still massages. Like if you get like, she's fixed me before. Like you have a bad shoulder, something goes wrong. She'll like just massage it, and it feels to me like she's not doing anything. It's not like a traditional massage. Like she's just kind of like rubbing it and manipulating it a little bit, and then you walk away and you're like, wow, that's great. And they literally used to heal people of like sicknesses and things like that.
Yeah, Nana
people
told me
crazy, but
she would massage like what was it? What was that number? It was like crazy high, like 85, 95 people a day.
Yeah, they had a heyday back in the day.
She said she went to the Philippines because someone there got really sick or something, and she went and they like healed a whole bunch of people. It's crazy.
And that's why her hands are so messed up. She said that's why her hands get sore very easily.
She told us when we were younger, whenever we got sick, we'd go there, get a massage. We're fine. We can
remember when we would go to
like,
sleep, and they like for some reason didn't like the idea of us sleeping in a different room. So it'd be them two. My sister would be at the end of the bed, like right next to both of their feet, and just laying there, and I'm on the floor. Oh yeah. No, I was on the end, and Jessie was in the middle of them. So we crammed
because I was little
in like a king size bed, and Tatai would always grab Vicks and put it here and on our stomach.
So Nana and Tatai literally means mother and father in Philippines,
Yeah.
and so that's who they grew up being watched by. They're lovely people. They're really, really incredible people. They are.
I love them.
Yeah, but they're different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nana's different for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that's the case sometimes when you have crazy things like that where people do like physical healing and stuff like that.
So what are you excited about, Jessie, about the Philippines?
Meeting my family.
Okay.
Because like we have a cousin who we used to stay up like till 4 a.m. talking to because they're like it's morning for them, it's nighttime for us. So we'd like stay up talking to him. We've never met him.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was playing Roblox with him the other day.
We were just playing Roblox with him.
So exciting!
That
is really
I'm
really
so
cool.
excited.
Yeah, we used to pull all-nighters, and it would be the middle of the day for him. So we would pull all-nighters.
You'd be all struggling at night.
Yeah.
Like, dang it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about you then, Jilly? What you excited
The
about?
outfits.
The outfits?
Because here in Colorado, you can't tell what the weather is. Even if you look at the weather app, it'll be like real sunny, and you'll be like, okay, let me wear a summer outfit, and you go outside, and it's like thunderstorming, and you're like, what the heck happened?
Yeah.
But in the Philippines, I can wear whatever summery outfits I want every single day.
She's very fashion oriented.
Yeah. What about you, Dollar? What are you most excited about?
Seeing where my wife grew up.
Okay.
Yeah, I really want to see like the things that influenced her and stuff, because it's been really cool getting to know her family over the years here and like just becoming part of the family and everything. And so there's this whole giant extended family that we never meet because they're always there. Like they said, we on holidays we always see them on FaceTime and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool to actually be there. Not to mention, I just love travel, and I've always loved Asia in particular. Yeah, and so going to the Philippines is just going to be a pretty cool, fun experience.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm also excited about going to. Maya's got a couple of places booked that are really nice, like Boracay and Palawan. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not just staying with family; you're staying at like hotels.
A lot of Instagram pictures.
Yes.
We're staying.
I'm gonna
Great.
post
I see what you guys
for
looking
the
forward
first
to.
time.
So I'll stay. We'll stay with her mom as home base,
Yeah.
and then we'll do some traveling too.
Okay.
While we're there, just kind of seeing
Home
some of the
base.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you say, Pierce?
Time for those fun facts. All right, so we're going back in time for fun facts.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking to you earlier. We're getting close to episode 200, dude.
I know.
We're gonna try to do something special for
Yes.
episode 200. So
Facts about 200.
while you're having fun in the Philippines, I'm gonna be
Hustling.
working my ass off.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, we were talking about some stuff you have in the works right now. I'm excited.
So, how about this one? After killing Alexander Hamilton in a duel, Aaron Burr tried to create his own county.
Oh wow, you're right up her alley. She's obsessed with Hamilton.
Oh really?
The play and
Oh okay.
Not just the play.
Actually,
oh, okay, the history too. Yeah.
Don't know what you just said. No, but
Polar
it's
opposite.
funny.
Alexander Hamilton, the
It's
president.
so funny because when we're playing games, she'll force me to play Hamilton games with her
She knows all the songs too.
because she forces me to play those Hamilton games.
Oh my god.
And I'll be here and she's like trying to explain to me like what's happening, and I'll just be like, just let me play the game.
Cool, bro. Cool story, bro.
Cool. It's so funny because she'll play these like Hamilton games, and then I play this like fashion games where it's like fashion shows and you dress up for the theme.
And I'm the one that wants to be a fashion designer. So
Yeah, that is
Pretty-
funny, right? Because she's like so into like outfits and putting stuff together.
Yeah.
And you're the one who actually wants to make clothes and define new styles. And
plus, I think I have better style than her though. So awesome.
Shots fired.
next fun
Shots
fact.
fired. All right,
Pierce,
here we go.
keep moving there.
In-and-out store managers make at least $100,000 a year, including
Whoa.
full 401k and full benefits.
I thought it would be more.
What?
Because in and
You've thought about this before?
Yeah, I mean,
wait, what?
yeah.
I mean, because in-and-outs are now more prevalent here
Sure.
in Colorado. There's one being built in Parker right now,
Yeah.
like down the street. From me.
Oh, I would
There's-
love to work
but-
at In-N-Out.
Yeah, I just
Dude,
thought they'd be more.
$100,000.
Honestly.
Wait, there's going to be one built right here, right?
No, that's Chipotle.
No, that's Chipotle right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna apply there.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
How about this one? Most Japanese schools do not employ janitors or custodians.
Because they keep it
The students
already.
clean.
The Japanese education system believes that requiring students to clean the schools themselves teaches respect, responsibility, and emphasizes equality.
I mean, obviously it works.
I feel like listening to the fun facts, I think I know too much.
Well, you are into Japanese culture, so I think that probably through all your anime and whatnot. No, see how I get that look no matter what I say.
Yeah. Whatever, Dad. The reason whipping a wet towel hurts so badly is because the end goes over 100 miles an hour. So when you like, whoosh, whoosh.
That's why you can get
Koya
jacked.
Yeah,
does
you get
that.
some, you get
Jaden
some
went
welts.
through this.
Yeah.
Jaden went through this phase where he always had a towel on him,
Always.
just because.
Oh, I
every
remember.
time,
And like on his shoulder. He carried
Yeah.
around on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
I
didn't
used
play
to
with
steal
me,
it.
bro.
Yeah. 'Cause
Like,
you would get
like if he a couple times he gets brave and he would like try with me, and I just go get a towel immediately. I'm like, I'm the master, bro. I'll snap your leg right off.
Eventually, though, we got used to it. He'd go and flick it,
And we'd grab
we'd
it
catch it, and
from him.
pull it from him, and then we'd start hitting him back. He'd run away.
I used to steal it off his shoulder.
Yeah, for a thrill or what?
And no, I used to steal it so he couldn't hit me.
Oh.
Yeah, every time we passed by.
Oh, but you
then
would
you-
take it off his shoulder when he realized it?
Yeah, well, no,
Like, she'd
because like
come up
I
behind him,
and then I'd
just-
take it and then I'd run because I didn't want him there. And then once he like gets over it, I'll like hide it and then I'll go and then I'll throw it back at him when I'm leaving and then dash away from him.
Oh my God. How about this one? David Bowie was using so much cocaine in 1975 that he can't remember recording station to station. One of his most acclaimed albums.
God damn.
That's
Whoa.
crazy. You
That's
get
too
canceled for
bad.
that
That's
now.
unfortunate.
Well, it was like that kind of like relates to obviously Matthew Perry, who just died.
Yeah.
Matthew Perry doesn't remember doing like an entire season of Friends one time because he was so hopped up on drugs.
Well, because have you ever seen the brain scans of people who do that?
Oh yeah,
There's like literal holes
yeah.
in your brain. You can see like spaces where there's no synapses.
You know when
You know-
you're an alcoholic,
Yeah, same.
every time you drink, your brain like shrinks.
That's true too.
It like gets smaller. It looks scrunched up.
I wonder if that's why people cancel them for that now.
People cancel who?
Yeah,
People cancel like random people. Like if they figure out that they're vaping or something, they'll cancel them. Or
What?
if they smoke weed, they'll cancel them.
Yeah,
Um,
this cancel culture.
drinking, they'll cancel. Like
For who? Like who's somebody who's been canceled?
Taylor Swift.
For what? Smoking weed?
No,
No,
they
caught-
got a picture of her
I'm
with
I'm pretty sure they caught a
vape
picture
in her
with
hand.
a vape.
And what? But you can't
And
cancel
then-
Taylor Swift. She's too big to be canceled. That's like when they tried to cancel Joe
Yeah.
Rogan.
Okay, they tried.
Or they tried to cancel Snoop Dogg once, I'm pretty sure.
For weed.
Yeah. I don't know why, but all I know is someone tried to cancel Snoop Dogg. And like, you can't cancel someone if they don't care.
Let's say I've honestly noticed. I think we're turning a corner, Pierce. Maybe this is like a bigger political commentary, but like I think we are turning a corner when it comes to woke culture. And one of the key moments was the roast of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Right?
I watched that.
They
That was funny.
said whatever they wanted
wanted.
to say, and there was no like. It wasn't the next day. There wasn't like this giant like.
Well, those roasts are meant to be like that, though. Have you ever watched those roasts?
Oh, definitely. This one was huge because it was Tom Brady.
Yeah, but it was a little bit more mild compared to other people's roasts.
Really? Who do you think
yeah.
was worse?
Alec Baldwin had a really bad roast.
But how was the reaction? Did people freak out?
No, on roast they don't, because it's expected for them to be raunchy and stuff like that. So
Yeah, but like if someone who's like super 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 popular in like pop culture now, like I'm trying to think of someone like if Charlie D'Amelio holded one of those. I know she's shh. held one of those, and then I feel like anyone who's on there and says something, they'd immediately get canceled. So it's like you can't really.
I feel like if
do
you're
that
big enough,
you're-
it's hard to get canceled.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
that's true.
Pierce, if they wanted to cancel us, show would be over tomorrow.
Yeah,
We don't got that kind of pull.
we don't have that pull.
So
yeah.
I feel like if they tried to cancel you, then if you don't care, you can't.
Well, these two
You
know as
can't.
my kids. You know, as my co-host here on the podcast, like I hate any idea of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Censorship.
Yeah.
I hate that. That's why I love this podcast. That's the reason that we do it. And I'm always paranoid. So there's been times I bleep things out because of people's names or something I don't want in the podcast. But I think people should be able to say whatever they want. This country was founded on that. And I think we're headed in a dangerous direction.
Yeah.
Like if we don't.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah, freedom of speech is huge, right? You have to be able to say whatever you want. I'm a big fan of that. And so to me, I'll get canceled. I don't care, really, whatever it is. And I'm in a very vulnerable position because I'm a middle school teacher.
Yeah.
Don't care. I don't care because I'll die on that mountain because I really feel like where's this all going? Where does this lead to, bro?
Yeah.
Like controlling speech, controlling what people say, canceling, taking away career opportunities for people because they say something you don't like or disagree with, or you say it's homophobic or it's whatever, racist.
Quay.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Did you say quay quay? What does that mean?
Like cray crazy.
Oh, cray cray. Oh, yeah.
It's like
That's quay.
that's quay.
Yeah. I do wonder about these kids growing up in this generation. You know what I mean? Like, this is all they know. We knew a different time, Pierce.
Yeah.
It wasn't always like this.
See, now we sound old.
We are old. All right, you got to embrace
I
it.
remember when I was young.
You know, Uncle Mike, I didn't figure out till last year that you were Filipino.
I didn't.
That's
yeah,
the face
me
I
too.
made. That's the face I made. I was like, what?
I don't know. It
Yeah.
never
I
clocked.
didn't
He's
know.
kind of a Mexipino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you Mexican?
Yeah.
Ate.
Oh, my
And
God.
then-
What
I
did
thought
you
we
think
talked
he
about
was
it
white?
during that conversation.
Did you think he was white?
No, I low-key thought you were half black.
God, what I wouldn't give
No, I'm
somebody
serious.
to think that I was half black. That'd be awesome.
Oh my god.
The look. They're like, actually, you are going to get canceled, Dad.
Yeah, you are gonna get canceled.
Dad, you have a ginger beard.
Yeah.
No
It's
one's gonna
turning
assume
gray,
that.
though.
Yeah.
It's definitely turning gray.
A lot of people think I'm Mexican.
Me too.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing we can talk about. Is like them being biracial, Filipino, and Caucasian or white or whatever. Like, would you say it's hard for me because I see them every day, and I can't ask them because they are them.
Yeah.
Do they present as white more or less?
No, I don't think.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then people wonder, but I
What
think
about my brother?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Jay.
he looks white, right?
Jay doesn't.
Yeah, but you guys.
It's. And I guess it's right. As I told you, he looks like a cheddar.
Yeah, well, that's his
Jay
whole
looks
crew.
like-
You
yeah.
guys know
I
that's
mean,
his whole fan,
it's
his
just
whole
the
friend
way
group.
he like dresses.
Yeah.
and-
Oh yeah.
I mean, if he wanted to dress like something else, like he could totally. Pull
You
it
girls
off.
ever wonder where did he get that from? Where did it come from? Is it just his friend group?
I don't know.
Because even so, like he doesn't even dress exactly like his friend group. It's like
his whole friend group is Mexican.
And he has
His whole friend
Like,
group is Mexican.
from
that
what
I
I know,
know.
I think he has like one white friend.
Aiden.
Yeah.
That's all. But
Of course, his
He
name
was-
is Aiden.
so sweet though.
it is interesting
Yeah,
because for the listeners, my son is he's been on the podcast a couple times, but
Yeah.
somewhere out of the blue, he just started dressing.
He's a
like
lot
straight
like
up
your dad.
like cowboy. He dressed like my real
Country.
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was from the show he watched, The Ranch.
The ranch.
And then it just stuck
And then
forever.
it just
That's
stuck.
so crazy.
No, that just doesn't.
no,
no,
because he started
did it
watching The Ranch
before The
after.
Ranch.
Do you think it's because of social media? Because he connects with that kind of culture and those kind of things?
Yeah,
And so he
probably.
just dresses the part because he
Probably.
sees
Just
it all
kinda
the
weird.
time.
Like how some. Actually, I'm not gonna say.
I mean, that's why she dresses like, I think it's just like random. Like she dresses like that. I dress like this. He dresses weird.
What do you guys think of my style?
You're
Oh.
totally a dad.
I mean,
I embrace that.
The tattoos kind of help a little bit.
All right, what about my stuff?
I feel like if it hadn't been
help.
for like you wearing your shorts, you don't like pull them up super high or roll them up. You dress like a high school jock.
What?
But
Like
but
1990s
but-
high school jocks. What?
no,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
But I feel like- but I feel
that
like-
would have been him.
high school
No, you
jocks
were a
like they
theater
wear.
kid.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what do
sure.
I what do
Yeah.
I dress like? What is my style then?
Yeah.
Good question.
I don't know. You actually dress pretty well. You've got nice fours.
He always
good
has strong
shoe game.
sneakers. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You wear jeans. My dad does not wear jeans.
I have one pair.
One pair.
Well,
When I wear it,
and when do you
everybody
wear it?
freaks out.
Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I
I told you I felt like Michael Scott
Yeah.
in the office with his blue jeans. He's
You
like dancing
dress-
on the desk.
pretty casual.
don't
Like
know.
you don't dress like a teacher. You don't dress like
You don't dress like a teacher. You don't dress like a dad.
You can
don't
tell
dress-
my dad is
You don't dress anything like this guy.
Yeah.
Nothing
Precisely.
like him.
No,
so
like-
that's a compliment.
you can tell my dad is a math teacher by the way he dresses.
I think I would have thought he's a science teacher. Well, yeah. You dress
Uncle
like my
Mike,
science
you dress-
teacher.
Wait, what was I gonna say? Dress casual
Just yeah.
But he has casual, but he has style still.
style.
Yes.
Like me.
Yeah. See, that's what I think I
know.
look like when I go to work. I think I have casual style.
Until
right?
this podcast.
Well, but I told you what somebody at work said about me because we
Yeah.
had like a dress like the students day.
yeah.
And then somebody was like, Tony, are you going to dress up? And they're like, are you kidding? He dresses like a student every day from the 90s.
Yeah.
And I was like, it really hit me ever since then. I'm like, I do dress like a kid from the 90s.
Wait, so
I'm 45.
Me and Uncle Mike, I'd say have pretty similar shoe game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think he blows you out of the water if you ever been to his house.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you saw his shoe closet,
See, that's where
Plural?
I'm
Yes.
trying to get there.
you'll be there. He's had a lifetime to build it.
Okay,
Very
Yeah.
expensive.
So what do you think
And I
about
like
my
her.
style?
I like the compliment of her. So I might have to get Jilly some shoes now.
My favorite shoes. My favorite
She's
shoes are
somehow.
my black cats.
Some black cat fours. Okay,
Okay.
Those are good.
I'm gonna have to see now. I'm
This-
gonna look.
I-
What's shoe size?
Here's again the
9.
here's again the polar opposites
Yeah.
of these two.
I only
She
wear
wears
Converse.
with
Yeah.
holes. in them.
We have been begging her to get a new pair of shoes. We're like, we'll buy the exact same pair of black Chucks if you want.
Yeah.
Just those literally have holes in them, like they are
I
falling
can sew
apart.
them.
And you just got a new pair of shoes. And it's like
Yeah.
me and my jeans.
She got
Everybody's freaking out.
He looked
I
at
had to, I
my
had to look
feet.
at to see. I had to look.
Here, I
Do you have them on right now?
Got
No, but
dunks.
I have pictures.
Finally.
Finally get some dunks, huh?
Finally. I was like,
They're tight.
Jessie,
I like 'em.
I gave her
Tradition.
crease protectors. I was like, please don't crease them. Please don't crease them.
Wait, do I have a
Well,
photo?
you heard the story about your dad and his shoes,
My dunks, actually.
Yeah.
It was a pair of dunks.
and then they all.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's nice. And then he went to school, and they were like, "Oh, Mister, let's see your shoes."
It's like the first
And
day everybody
Creased them
noticed.
immediately.
Yep.
Well, everybody noticed the shoes. So it was like, for me, it was like a, and then a total letdown. Like they'd be like, oh, mister, nice kicks. Oh, bro, he already got creases in them. And like everybody's disappointed. I'm like, wait, what? What? I just got these. What do you mean?
Because your dad is
I'm
walking.
the shoe person.
Your dad is walking like this.
Just walking on my tips.
Yes.
Your dad walks like this.
I'm the shoe
I've
person
seen the
in
kids walking down the
family.
hall with those. They just like, they're walking like
Penguins.
robots, like penguins. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Eddie
Wait.
Munster.
But not me. No, if you get some
mean-
good crease protectors, you can walk just like normal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you can't tell her.
It doesn't hurt your
doesn't
feet or do
crease-
anything
no.
weird.
No.
How much do those
It
things
feels
cost?
weird.
I
There's
get
a
them
couple-
off Shein for like 25 cents.
Oh, so I just off Amazon. Like you can get like a pack of 4.
$50. My style.
Huh. I'll have to invest. I'm getting them, but you don't need them for like Air Maxes, right?
No,
that's mostly what I've been getting.
Like my Air Forces that like Jordans, Dunks, like things like that can be creased. Those are what you need it for.
When I went to Wichita, I of course brought my shoe game. Half the suitcase was shoes. And so when I got there, some dude was like, "Oh right," he was like, "Nice twos." I was like, "Yeah, every day you're gonna see me with a different pair of shoes, bro." He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I brought 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 11s." He was like, "What?"
Ooh, I was
like every day I had a different pair of Jordans on.
I was at JD's the other day and I was like this close to buying a pair of 11s because they matched my work uniform. And oh my god,
what are those beaters? Me and Chuck had a hat cleaning and shoe cleaning session yesterday. But those shoes,
those were beaters, weren't
they? They're like my low tops. They look like, are those Dunks?
Those were beaters.
What are those things? They're like throwback, like those old ones with the weird
Blazers.
Nike.
Blazers. Okay.
Blazers.
Bro, I don't know what you did to those things. You were saved by the music there. So. Oh man,
they're not as bad as mine. I wore them once, and they were horrible.
Right, you did blow my mind that you had only worn those shoes one time. Anyway, it has been a blast having the girls on the podcast. So a little sandwich of around Father's Day here with both of our daughters coming on the show. Here's episode 193. I'm about to go to the Philippines.
Yes, about to go to the Philippines, but we're not missing a beat because we've already done some episodes, Dollar, and so nobody's going to miss us.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, everybody.
Episode 194 coming up. Lost episode 1.
And with that, it is a wrap, Dollar.
Cheers.